Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I know like a lot of you know what has been going on and what happened the past few days or weeks. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this video, but my mom passed away on March 31st, and she really suffered a lot through everything. A quick disclaimer: I do not want this video to be a sad video or a video that makes anyone cry or be sad. This video is just to remember my mommy and remember that she was a good woman, a fighter, and all of that, So this video is not gonna have any tears, so just put down all your tissue paper and pick up your popcorn. Listen to the story of what happens and how she so listen to the story of what happened and how she passed, but let's also remember the good times with her. I know some of you are familiar with what happened on March 31st. My mother passed away, and it was very hard for me, and I know y'all will understand by how the friendship and the relationship that I had with my mother. We were always up to something, always doing something. My mother was always, making me laugh, always doing something out of the ordinary that I used to document and videotape to put all over on Instagram, on Snapchat. She always used to tell me, "You always putting me on Snapchat, you always putting me on Instagram," but she loved the attention from it. Who wouldn't? So I would just like to share my story on what happened from 2020 to 2021, because some people are unclear of the situation, and also a lot of people were asking me what exactly happened. So instead of going and telling everyone the same story, or like separately, I would have just do a video. I'm just stuttering and don't really know what to say right now for the words to come out, because obviously I'm still grieving, but I'll try my best. On November 25th, my mother got rushed to the hospital because she couldn't breathe. It was hard for her to breathe on her own. She called me and my boyfriend to come and pick her up to bring her to the hospital, but by the time we reached there, an ambulance had already come and take her. So while I reached home, I was calling her to see if she's okay, if she's doing good, if she reached in the hospital already, and she told me yes. And I asked her, "Mommy, do you need anything? Do you need me to bring your pajamas? Do you need me to bring something for you to eat? Do you want snacks? Do you want drinks?" Because every time she's at the hospital, and my mother has been at the hospital a lot because she's always doing surgery, she's always staying the night, she's always, and I don't share that with social media because I don't feel the need to, you know. She's always been in and out the hospital, and whenever she's in and out, I always bring in something for her, some biscuits, some chips, whatever she wants to eat. I find a way to bring it for her. So I called her, I asked her if she needed anything, if she wanted me to stop in the supermarket to get her anything, and then she told me no. She'll be discharged by tomorrow, so she doesn't need anything per se. So I told her, okay, no problem. After that, around 11 o'clock, I called her again, and when I called her, she was on the phone and she was like, like, you could have seen like it was hard for her to breathe. She wasn't like, but she was like, I was like, "Mommy, how did the doctor," I asked her, "What did the doctor say? What did they tell you? What did they, whatever?" She told me that she's on oxygen right now. They're giving her oxygen, but she's still in the emergency section. And I told her, okay, I'll call you back later on, because she told me that it was hard for her to breathe while she's talking to me. What broke my heart, because when she told me that, I was like, I'm a very jokey person, and me and my mother have that type of relationship. I was like, Mommy, it hard for you to breathe for true anything? And she was like, yes, Alicia, I'm not joking. I hung up the call. I try and call her back. No answer. So I'm saying, okay, maybe she fell asleep or something, maybe she fell asleep. And when it was around 12 to 1 o'clock, the doctor called and he told me that my mother had stopped beating for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a very, very long time. Sit on the floor and time yourself for 1 minute and see how long it will pass by. So imagine someone's heart stopped beating for 10 whole minutes. I was just so in shock, and I was just crying a lot, and I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even speak on the phone with the doctor. Thank God that I was around people, so when I got this news, they came and comforted me. My boyfriend took the phone from my hands because I was just crying, I was just screaming and everything, and his sister came and was comforting me. I called my father and I was just crying, and then we rushed our way to the hospital. And when we was going to the hospital, I was just crying, I was screaming, I just was devastated, because the day I saw my mother in the morning, she was good. I saw her in the afternoon, she was good, she was doing fine. And then all of a sudden, like, that happened. Where did that come from? How did that happen? Nothing. No, they didn't even know what happened. The doctors spoke to me and they told me that they placed her in an artificial coma so that they will be able to see what actually is going on. So when her heart stopped beating for 10 minutes, she revived. God gave her another chance to to live, you can say, because someone had stopped beating for 10 minutes and they come back, like, they come back alive. Like, what? That's just insane. That's insane. After that, we went and see her. My boyfriend was just crying, his eyes was red, he couldn't even stay in the room to see her in that state. And his sister came with me and she accompanied me inside, and I was just in tears. My mother was in a coma. She had a breathing tube down her throat and she couldn't breathe on her own. She was in the corona section, so everyone that's around had corona. My shadow waddle. No, not my hair. Imagine how it felt to see my mother just laying down, her mouth open with a tube down her throat. Like, it was just so bad. After that, I've just been going to the hospital every single day. I never missed a day. The people started to know me, they started to see me. I used to always come there, and every day I was just crying. Even if she's in the coma, I was still talking to her, I was still praying with her, because I had faith that she was gonna wake up from that coma. I had faith. And it was around mid-December, they took her out of the coma, so she was kind of responsive. Like, she was opening her eyes. When they tell her open her eyes, she was opening her eyes. When they tell her close her eyes, she was closing her eyes. But she still had the breathing tube down her throat, so she couldn't talk to anyone. She couldn't speak. When it was around December 24th, a Christmas miracle happened. A Christmas miracle. My mommy, they removed the tube. She could have talked, but when she was talking very, very, very light, like she had a sore throat, obviously, because she had something in her mouth for the longest while down her throat. So my mommy couldn't talk, and she was eating a little, and I was so excited. I was staying there for hours and hours, just there being with her. And then they changed her room. They brought her upstairs, and when you upstairs, you just healing to go at your home, you know. So I was so excited. I was like, yeah, I have my mommy back and thing. My mommy's okay. My mommy's doing well. I was excited, you know. I used to come by her, talk to her, play music for her, play all the new songs that she missed. I used to just download them on my phone, play it for her, download videos that she didn't watch yet, make her see it and everything. It was so like, I was happy, you know. And I realized her two fingers started getting dark and black. I'll insert the photo here. When I saw that, the day I saw that, like my heart just broke. I when I touched the fingers, it was hard. Like it was like a stem from a tree. It was very hard and dry. I went into the bathroom because I don't want to make her see me cry, you know. I want her to see that I'm always good, I'm always happy, I'm here with her. I don't want her to see me cry and break down. And I just rushed into the bathroom and I just started crying and bawling my eyes out. She had a bathroom in her room, so it was very close. Bawling my eyes out, and I was like, what is that? Like, what's going on? So I spoke to the nurses about it, and they told me that her blood isn't circulating well. That's why she has these two things on her fingers. So I began to worry. I'm like, is it gonna spread? Is it gonna, because it was looking like someone that, you know, died. That's what it was looking like. So obviously it broke me, but I didn't want to make her see that it broke me. I wanted to be with her and laugh and smile and be there for her. When she saw me rush into the bathroom, she was like, Edisha, what happened? And I had to just wipe my eyes fast, you know. I say, nothing, mommy. I just went and washed my face. I felt something on my face. And then she started laughing. 3 days later, she got rushed into the ICU, intensive care unit, because she got a heart attack, you know. She got a heart attack in the night. So she had to go back in an artificial coma. She was in the artificial coma. The doctors are telling me that the tube that connecting her heart to her lungs just snipped off. It just fell off, you know. So they have to do heart surgery to fix it back, you know. And that was around January. Yeah. It was so hard. It's just like it was a roller coaster of emotions, because she was bad, then she came good. I was so excited, then she went back down. So I didn't know how to feel, you know. And I prayed. I told my grandmother to light a candle. Everyone was praying. My grandma on my mother's side, on my father's side, the family, everyone was praying for my mother, you know, because a heart surgery is a very delicate surgery. Sometimes they could just do a minor mistake and you are gone, you know. So around that time, my auntie Cece was helping me. She was bringing me to the hospital, and you know, she was there like a support system for me right at that point. When they did the surgery, I told the doctor, as soon as they do the surgery, call me to tell me if everything went well. Like, call me, I want to know everything. So I see the doctor the day of the surgery. I'm just there, I'm anxious, I'm praying, I'm like, what's going to happen? I call the doctor. I see the doctor not calling me. I saying, what going on? I think it's already time. She might be done already. How long is surgery going to take? So I took my phone and I called the doctor, and the doctor told me everything passed well. The surgery was a success. So I start typing, texting everyone, calling everyone, telling them the surgery was a success, and I was so happy. Days after, they removed her from the coma and she was good. She was talking a little. I was feeding her when I go there. I always giving her food. It's me that feeding her. I not giving the nurses a chance to feed her. I want to feed her, you know. And she couldn't eat solid food. She was just eating yogurt and stuff like that. She couldn't even drink liquids like water. So it was, you know, my mother loved her food. My mother loved her green fig and back. She loved her fried chicken. She loved her lasagna, her macaroni and cheese. If you know my mother, you know my mother loved good food. So when my mother was just eating yogurt, obviously she would be like, oh, when is this gonna end? Day by day, she was just getting better. And then the doctor told me she might have to do trachea surgery because she cannot breathe without them giving her oxygen. So I'm like, what? Another surgery again? Like, when is it gonna stop? You know, a miracle happened from God again. Thank you. A miracle happened and she started breathing on her own. I was so excited. I was so happy that they didn't have to do trachea surgery. More people used to come and visit her because she was, you know, she was talking a bit more, and I was happy for that. Whenever I come there, I have to wipe her face. I have to scratch her hair. I have to clean her nose. I have to put lip balm on her lips. You know, I don't want to see my mother. Even if she's on a hospital bed, she have to look top. Her face have to be clean and good, because I don't want nobody's coming when they passing by the door, they watching her and saying, hey, look at that woman. That woman don't even her face looking so dry, her lips looking so dry and everything, you know. Grandma came, my auntie Cece made arrangements for them to come down to see my mother, and that was very, very nice. And I know my mother was so happy, because when my mother saw my grandma for the first time, she was just smiling and she was crying, because it's been a while she's not seen her mother, you know. Before that, they had to amputate her arm. They had to amputate her right arm because the two fingers that was black started spreading throughout. So they amputated until there of her arm. And when the arm started to heal, they were saying they were talking about they might amputate the leg. When the arm healed, I used to always play with it. I always come in and touch it and thing, and she used to realize that. She used to tell me, Edisha, one thing, you like my arm, eh? You like my little butu arm. I said, yeah, I like it. I don't know, it's so cute. You know, like it was just so tiny and so cute. And she said, that cute? I said, I don't know, I like it. There was a time also after that when the doctor said that they're gonna amputate both of her feet if we are okay with that, and or if we want to turn off the machine to make her die, you know. My auntie was like, no, we didn't bring in life, so we cannot take life. And that's a very valid point. We didn't bring life, so we cannot take it. Even if they amputated, we would still love her the same, you know. No love will decrease, everything will stay the same. My mommy died there, so they amputated both legs. And you know, it was hard for her because she was always in pain, and she had a big open wound on her back area, like her lower back area. So it was so bad. And she was talking good, everything was great, but one thing, she didn't remember anything about the coma. When they removed the tube out of her mouth, she didn't remember anything like that at all. She was just pitch blank. She didn't remember anything. Around March, it started to get really hard because they wanted to bring her home. I was seeing in the condition my mother was in, she not supposed to be home at this point, you know. Her amputation from the legs hasn't healed as yet. She still has the scar on her lower back. She is not mobile. She cannot, you know, lift up her head. It was, you know, why are they bringing her home? And there's all these complications. There was nurses that was coming twice a day. So they come twice a day to clean her, to change her for like 30 minutes. And it was so rough on me because I have to be there in the house. She was home for 3 weeks, 24/7 care. I have to give it to her. If her head is scratching her, I have to come and scratch her hair because she cannot lift up her other hand to scratch her hair. If she needs water, I have to give her water. I have to take the water, put it by her mouth because she cannot hold anything. So it was so much on my plate, and I wasn't capable to do all of that work by myself because I was alone. My mother was crying in the night. She was suffering so much. She suffered. Y'all don't even know how much she suffered. I would not go and put that on social media, how much she suffered. But trust me, she suffered a lot, and no one knows how much she suffered but me that experienced it. My mother woke up 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning. She's not sleeping. She's suffering. If she wants, they have mosquitoes that trouble in her. If a mosquito passed by her, she cannot even move it. So it was hard for her, so hard for her. And I didn't get sleep. I wasn't getting sleep. I wasn't even eating. It was just so hard. And plus I had my 2 babies to take care of, Ruben and Gigi, and I had to give them food, bring them on walks. So when my mother was sleeping, that's when I used to take care of them. It was taking a toll on me. I was crying every night. Like, I couldn't do it. It was just so hard. I became suicidal because it was just a hard task. When she got admitted to the hospital, I had so many papers to do for her. So during that time that she was at the hospital, I was just going and doing all the little papers that I can for her. And thank you for my neighbor also, because she was also a great help getting the papers and everything done. She really helped me out. On Sunday, the week before the death, the doctor called me and he told me to make my way down to the hospital. My auntie called and we made our way down to the hospital. When we reached the hospital, the doctors told us that my mother is in, her sugar is very low and it's not rising. They don't have medication to make her sugar go up. She might pass away in a couple of days. Mind you, the doctors told us that twice already. I think a time in December and now. And I see in December nothing happens, so it's not them, it's God. They told me that she might pass away in a couple of days. As I heard it already before, and I was like, I doubt, I wasn't thinking that she would, because she was so chubby, she had all her needs. I wasn't thinking that she would pass away. After that, I was still doing papers for her, so it was very hectic. I had to be going up and down everywhere, and I don't really know the places here to say, like places for documents and all of these things, because I don't deal with that. Mommy deals with that. And so it was just complicated. When I was with my neighbor doing the documents, going and drop off documents, make them sign documents, print documents out for my mother, I'm getting a call from the hospital, and my mother's doctor is telling me if I have anyone beside me. So I told him, yes, I have my neighbor. I'm here doing documents for my mother. And I told him, like, is my mother okay? What's going on? Like, what's happening? He was like, no, your mother's not okay. And then, he told me my mother passed away. When he told me that, I was so devastated. I was crying. I didn't know what to do. I called my father, and my father, he gave me some words of encouragement. I called my grandmom and everyone. It was very, very bad. Did you just tell me? What did you just tell me? If I want to go and steal the thing now.
Hi guys.
Hey. Hi.
Mama magmamula.
Hey, you have been on?
Yes, been
Do two to wash. One to wash. Aye. How is coming on you, mommy?
Grills first, earrings first. Hi.
Let me see your earring, pal. Let me see your earring.
That's sexy this smooth.
Drop me. Don't touch me. Just for popcorn. Just for me to make popcorn for you. Don't touch. How are they eating?
C'est papa Edison. Why?
Mommy.
Hey guys, ice cream night.
Natty. Did you see me and the little G-string? Wine on the ear and sing. Foot and shoulder, hips up. With that black. And the kills we I swear to God, somebody gotta die next. And if it's one of my niggas, nigga, free me. Pop, pop. And as we step in, every girl I feel like chat can chat to my face only behind back. That's a no. Hey. Can't tell me off to spend it cause I feel me money. No depend by nobody because me have me money. Can't tell me off to spend it cause I feel me money.
The next day,
Whatever.
This bitch got me trapping. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I fell in love again. We need a vacation, so we took a trip to France.
Hold me up and tie me up. No, madam, look at me just That's a no. Oh. Me and the money.
Let's go home. Let's go home.
Me and the money.
Oh, yeah. Mommy. Where?
Hey man, what a one.
Oh, you know.
Look how you make me feel. Look how you make me aggressive. Look how you make me feel. Look how you make me get. He got good form. He know I don't ever cheat because I'm good to him. My dad have his baby nuts is gonna push for him. You see, I let him eat the cookie because it's good for him. And when I bring him eat the cookie, he got good form. You know that one.
Cause mother she wrote it. Me's a shatter, she's a shatter.
Hey, let's do what you were doing a while ago.
When the knee drop on my heel, up on my wrist, ice like a freeze, I'ma just a chill. Plus my pretty and I have my education.
My twin.
Your twin not there. That's not you. Your twin.
My twin. Yes, yeah, she baddie.
Cutie. Mom, what is a video?
Hi. I had some chain, some bling bling. I buy them, pure diamond.
Hey, I flip those. Hey. But she got it ready better than a Tesla. Big.
You know me good for. Come on. Slick drop the top like Netflix. So he's trying to smash like when the whip is.
I'm at a hotel tonight. Edicious Hotel. Feels so soft.
Mommy.
You go, me just miss you, girl, you know. Alicia, my little cherry. When you gone, I always miss you. That's why I want you by myself like a rose. Right, man, with a lot of money, and if he ain't got money, he ain't got fun. But I need a rich right.
We have some white people. Boy. Who's that in the background?
Hey guys! Fans! Happy Independence Day!
What fans you have? What fans you have, pal?
Then she will look at that way. Flap. Make a wish so I could burn a candle and just give you a kiss.
Hey,
What
rap. Want to do for the YouTube?
I don't know.
You don't know?
We'll see them eat like Mac Wings.
Yeah, but how? What's the name of how they calling it?
Kukun Bing. Good for you.
Mukbang.
She got take it, huh? She goes the money. Hey, look, she's pregnant.
Strictly facts. Come from body back. One big girl scene. Is a snack. Well, yeah, whining. Is a scene. Indian.
With the secret, promise you can keep it. Tell me when you need it. Tell me when you'll be there. Mind your own business. We keep it out of trouble.
I just want some different. I my shit the Porsche. Whenever you, of course.
Like,
You happy?
Independent girl, real number one trend.
I posting that for everybody. Okay, mommy, I thought you go grab my remote.
One of them is how bad I need you. And I got issues. And one of them is how bad I need you.
Boy. Do a little turn.
Boy. What?
You love Lucian memes.
Yeah, man. Me love Lucian Mins. Yeah, because I know everything that happened in St. Lucia. Hey, and I seen it last back. Whoa, Lucian Mins, you all bad. Bad.
Why you gonna leave me?
And you gonna leave me?
Hey. Okay. Mommy, come, let me see it. Mommy. You flexing too much. That's the thing. Calm yourself. You don't.
Joker. Oh. Yeah.
On the internet, all with the gang shit. They love to talk hot shit with a lame bitch. But when they come around me, they don't say shit. Ayy, your shit ain't pop, cause it ain't.
Qui bien saisonné, bon, moi v'lais ça, est-ce poisonné, fini pour mes insectes.
TikTok queen. Hey, we're from Power.
Sawadi, mama Sawadi. Sawadi, mama Sawadi.
Blessings are coming right on. With them get for the journey. Which one you want?
That one there, you know which one. You know which one I want. You come in and
you fit that little piece up there.
Mommy,
But look at they take it. Holy, give me
Miss,
it.
yeah. So if I take that piece, you'd have never give me that little piece. You see, you. Mommy.
Nice, see. So let me see. I know you don't got to go to great MC, but they got nothing on me, huh?
And then the 5 for 2, I wanna dance with you.
And that's sophisticated fun.
I eat filet mignon.
And I'm nice enough that I believe I'm number one. Let me see ya. What to say? What to say? Everybody what to say? Be whatever. That. I do it, see?
Oh, you're like
Like that.
Two. Two is there.
But it's
Three at the back. Four.
I cook you.
Five.
Go and say, kasi.
Ih, cavole. You wish you had all of that? Yeah. Boy, Dove big up. He's smiling. What's going? Mommy, you love Dove. You in love with Dove.
I like his song.
You like him. Mama, bitch, I'm a freak like dick. Got the biggest hustle on my streets. A little hustle chick. Is like a mutt.
Press. Money don't need more press. Kill him off, put them hoes to rest. Walk in, bulletproof vest. Please tell me who she gon' check. Murder scene, Cardi made a mess.
Pop up, guess who?
Bitch, not the best. Who?
Disha. Fide bani si miki ni jama tingi na bandi ni unasi. Abane zero kali kanti ni jama. Abane msini abi.
Let's see. Aye. Check you. I don't even well get it. Let's go, mommy. A little leg work, leg action. Hey. That's more like it. Hey. Hey. What? Oh, you're looking like a bodybuilder.
Jamaica free, baby, money in the bag. This pussy wild, just store it in the case. See my life.
You eating it fresh as you asked. See you later. I soaked ready. Soak.
Ouvert continue Yo, ça passe à jamais dysfonction. Unity, so sing for me. So sing.
Like me weave them. Oh Lord. Yeah, I say she might not believe them. Rich, watch on me, I beat them. Chanel, Fendi, me do we beat them. But let's be me, I hope they tell them pick hand front. Blue up here, shall I change that the money me first class up front.
It's a big booty hoe. It's a big booty hoe.
Happy Monday. Snap letter.
Body shape like I. You got the black girl booty. Bubble like the moon.
Oh, my God. Put it in my region. Used to it can feel like one is uneven.
What?
Rain season.
Easy off a slide.
Coming full of Shenyang.
She wanna take me on, hey. But she don't know I'm a gangster. And she's a fucking wankster. But she don't know the deal. And I'm gonna show her the deal. I can dash in a tree. I can dash in a way.
Come give me some love. Mama, we take you. Baby.
The fuck up, play boss tonight. Get American visa, take me high. Put it on standby. Carol rush the fuck up, play boss tonight. Hey, taxi, birthday.
Aye. Alright.
We know.
Mommy? Mom, stop doing puppy shit yourself. But never plan normally me now.
You think you're looking like me, but not looking like you.
Who are you looking like?
I don't know. Mama, you share that way.
Yes. Oh my god.
Ay, 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 ay. Malupay, ay, ay.
Why you have to open your eyes like that?
But Stephanie, you may want to move it.
Ay, ay, ay. Songster. But you shaking your head so cool women. By tomorrow, you know all the words.
Ting tang and a big black.